I told you eventually that Dani was going to end up going upside Queen Opp's head. And now it hasn't happened yet, but there's definitely a countdown. Okay? There's a lot of things that have transpired within the last week involving Juju. And we understand why Juju's in the picture, and that's because he has to be front and center as the father and at least come visit his own child, if not babysit the child, because allegedly Queen Opp is saying that he is the baby's father. But this is how I know it's going to get dangerously out of control. Anytime someone's able to fix their mouth and say that they might be pregnant because they didn't get their menstrual. They missed the menstrual. Everything hormonal wise, as far as the menstrual cycle, should come back to normal for people that are healthy. Okay, let's just say it like that. We don't know how healthy Queen Opp is, but let's just say, hypothetically speaking, she's healthy enough that at least her menstrual would go back into order and she would know whether or not she was pregnant. Now, whatever the case may be, she has no business saying that she's pregnant, but she's supposed to be in a relationship with Dani. Not only that, why would it be by Juju? You just had a baby from Juju, and he's, like you're saying, allegedly he's not claiming the baby until I guess they get a DNA test. Have they even did that? Put that in the comment section. But for her to act like she's telling you something behind Dani's back when we know that Dani's watching all of her lies, listening to what she's saying, because a lot of times Queen Opp is low-key whispering stuff about Dani. So Dani can't trust Queen Opp and what she's saying when she's on those lives. She wants to be on those lives whether it's in another room or not, so she can get what Queen Opp is saying too, because Queen Opp's not the brightest bulb on the tree. She has a tendency of calling people haters and telling on her business and this and that and the other. But Queen Opp, for the most part, tells her own business. She does things maliciously for a purpose. There's always a method to her madness. Now, if there's any truth to the fact that she's pregnant, Queen Opp, if you're listening, that is real trifling. It's not going to last long. The piece that's going around, at least on social media, we probably can say that they do go back and forth and have words, but I don't think that it's as bad as it could be when those cameras go off. But don't be surprised if you get Queen Opp getting up there, dragging her family even worse than she does now. Don't be surprised if the family comes running up in there on Queen Opp because Queen Opp is, disrespectful. And now Dani has given permission to lay hands on Queen Opp because they might no longer be together. I don't see Dani and Queen Opp lasting long.
So I want to thank my new supporter for this cute baby carrier. It's so cute and it's very durable. Like, I don't feel like she's about to drop. Like, it's really just so cute. I love it.
What? If they end up lasting long, even if Dani won't allow Queen Opp to physically do her like she did Michelle, it's gonna be close, because if she's laying with other men, a couple of weeks right after she had alleged Summer. I say alleged Summer because Summer saying that's not her name. That's not the importance, but that just goes to show how much, if it isn't, that Queen Opp lies. I would have been better off just not knowing until she felt comfortable enough to share what the little one's name was. But if she's comfortable to say she didn't get her friend and she could be perhaps pregnant, but if she is pregnant, she'll give it up to adoption. It's really sad that she's playing this dangerous game. And she wonders why Dani does the things that she does, because Dani's not at all at all perfect. She's doing stuff low key too, but that's because she's not playing no one's fool. She knows what's up with Queen Opp. She knows how Queen Opp gets down. I'm quite sure she also um believes deep in her heart, even if Queen Opp might say 1 minute it didn't happen, the next minute it did, there was a relation or relations with Michelle and Queen Opp back in the day. Queen Opp got tired of her, started treating her like sort of how she's slowly but surely treating Dani. And then they had a fallout. Only thing different is Michelle's not aggressive. So it didn't go too far. Only one was really getting hit and hurt was Michelle. And this is the same thing that's happening to Dani. Yeah, Dani's doing her little 1-2 1-2, but would you blame her? Can you imagine what she sees behind closed doors? That is far worse from what we see in here. That Dani knows that's going on low key. That even Queen Opp thinks she's keeping a secret. One being Juju. Juju's a man. You know how some men are. They want to one up a woman that's with a woman that they lay with. And they want to show their manhood that they're still a man. You didn't take Queen Opp from me. I gave her to you. I didn't want her. That's why you have Queen Opp. It could be a thing of Juju not wanting Queen Opp. He might not even be attracted to her. He's just doing what men do. And he's sleeping with her. And he's doing it to get back at Dani. He probably doesn't appreciate Dani around his little one. There's nothing he can do because Queen knows if you're not going to be with me and you're going to be with other women, then I'm going to have me somebody on the side. And that person's going to be around your child. So it's really using Summer as a pawn in Queen Opp's game. She's not going to win this battle because before she gets too messy, Queen Opp, with what she's doing around this newborn, people will probably have all kind of social services and all kind of people I'm talking about in her life, and doing it for good reasons. That child should come first, and it does not need to be in an environment where if Dani snaps out drinking that Taylor port wine, she might not even realize what she's capable of doing when she gets that mad because of her emotions, and somebody in that house can get hurt. And the only two people there for the most part is Queen Opp and Summer. So we have to look at the big picture. We can't look at the entertainment part of it all the time. We have to look at the big picture. The big picture is that Queen Opp is now stepping back into who she really is. There's nothing holding her back because she's not pregnant anymore. And again, she's doing things that really could trigger Dani, and somebody in that house could get hurt. And I don't think that Dani would mean to put Summer in harm's way. But if Summer's there, people's emotions are out of control. Things like this happen. So we got to be mindful of what we pay attention to and laugh and turn the other cheek to, because this is real. Queen Opp is really not pregnant anymore. Queen Opp really could be allegedly pregnant. She said it out of her own mouth. And Dani could know about it. She might be accepting of it, but how accepting of it? Is she accepting of it because she's attracted to Queen? Or is she accepting of it because she has something up her sleeve and she's going to end up snapping? And this whole theatric, whatever show that they're putting on, is going to come to an end.